Go to the website aplusstudents.com and log in. The lesson for today is for math, and this is for grade 4 lesson. The topic is decimals. Okay, I'll give you the chapter number and lesson number. Chapter number 10, lesson number 5. Chapter number 10, lesson number 5. Okay, and the name of the lesson is decimal number lines. Okay, so what we would do is we would draw number lines. Hi May, welcome to the class. We would do decimal numbers on number lines. Okay, so let's look at a question first. With the questions I'll explain more. Okay, so this is called a number line. Okay, and they are saying find the value of h. Write your answer as a decimal number. Okay, this is our question number 1. We need to find the value of h. See, this line is known as a number line, right? Through this, we can find the value of the number. So the first number is given as 0 and 1 over here. Let's count the gaps between them. One gap, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's better to write 5 over here. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, right? That means this number has been broken down into how many? Hi, Eddie boy. Welcome to the class. Okay. We can say that the line has been broken from 0 to 1, has been broken down into 10 intervals, right? 10 intervals means 10 intervals can also mean 10 gaps, right? Agreed? That means each of the each gap represents 1 out of 10, right? That means this is 1 upon 10, this is 1 upon 10, 1 upon 10. That means a number 1 has been broken down into 10 parts, right? 10 intervals. But we are doing decimals over here, and we know that 1 upon 10 in a fraction would be equals to 0.1. That means each gap is 0.1. Agreed? 0.1, 0.1, 0.1, 0.1, 0.1, and 0.1, right? So if we know that 1 upon 10 equals to 1/10, so we need to find the position of h. What is the position of h? Over here, this is the position of h. So we start counting from here. How many boxes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, right? So we can say there are 6 intervals of value 0.1 each, right? That means 6 either we multiply 6 plus into 0.1 or we add 0.1 6 times, right? It would give us the same answer. That means the answer is 0.6 and the value of h is 0.6. Do we agree on this? Yes, thank you, Ediboy. It is 0.6. Most important thing for us is to count the intervals, okay? If we can count the intervals and we can know the value of one gap or one interval, that means we simply multiply or we add them together. Okay, let's look at the next question. The question number 2 over here says, find the value of s, write your answers as decimal. Okay, if this is our question number 2, and what they're asking us is to do, find the value, question number 2. The starting number is 0 on the number line. This is 1 ending, and this is point S over here. So how many intervals are there? There are total, let's count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That means it's 10 intervals. If there is 10 interval, that each interval would mean 0.1. And how many intervals were there till the value of S? There were 9 intervals, right? So either we add them, this becomes 0.1 plus 0.1 plus 0.1 9 times. We get what? We get 0.9 as the value of S. We had to find the value of S, right? Thank you. Yes, S is 0.9 because there are 9 intervals out of 10. So if we look at the next question says we need to find, okay, I'll just change something in the question. Okay, let's change something. This question, sorry, if this is given to us and I would want to change something, let's say if this was given as 1 and this is given as 2, right? And we need to find the value of A over here for question number 3. How many intervals are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That means each number is broken down into 10 intervals. That means each gap or each interval is 0.1. So can I say this is 0.1? Can I say this is 0.1? And can I say this is 0.1? Right? So can we say this is 0.1, 0.01? So that means from here till here, the distance would be 0.3, right? But what we need to look at is it's starting at 1, ending at 2. That means 1 plus 0.3. Agreed? We need to look at the starting number over here. This was 1. 1 plus 0.3 would be 1.3 is the value of A. Okay. So this is very important for us. The starting point and the ending point. In this previous question, it was starting was 0 and ending at 1. That means it was simple 0.9. But in the question number 3, it was starting at 1 and going till 2. That means 1 plus the intervals. That is 0.3. Okay. Semi, what we are doing is we are using number line and we are trying to find the numbers, the decimal number on the number line. Okay. Let's try another question. Okay. So the next question we have, it says, find the value of C for the given interval. Okay. Okay, I'll just repaste this twice. Let's do it twice with different values, okay? If I would say this is question number 4. For question number 4, what can we say? What can we say in question number 4? How many intervals has this been broken down into? See, we need to see it starts at 0, ends at 1, and C is over here. The position of C, 1 interval, 2 interval, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. If each interval was 0.1 and there were 8 intervals, that means 0.8 is the value of C. Agreed? Because we had to find from here till here. There were 8 intervals. That means 0.1 is added 8 times, or 0.1 is multiplied by 8. But if I would want to change a little something in this same question, right? If let's suppose we have question number 5, and I would change some information. If I would say this was given as question number 5, what I do is I change the starting points. I say this was 1 and this is ending at 2, right? That means 0 to 1 is already on the left side. We have to go 1 onwards. How many intervals are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 to find the value of C, right? That means each interval was 0.1. So the gap for this interval should be 0.8, but it was starting at 1, right? That means 1 plus 0.8. 1 is units, right? And this is tenths with an THS, right? Tenths. So when we add the numbers together, we can write 1.0 plus 0.8. 0 plus 8 is 8. 1 plus 0 is 1, and the decimal. So we can say the value of C in this question number 5 comes out to be 1.8, because the starting position was 1. In question number 4, the starting position was 0, right? So the difference between question number 4 and question number 5 is that we look at the starting position, starting number. If it, yes, thank you, May. Thank you, Adiba. So if it is starting at 0, we simply write 0 plus 0.8. It stays as 0.8, right? That is the starting point. But in question number 5, it was starting at 1. So 1 plus the decimal number. Okay, do we agree? Thank you so much for answering. Okay, very good. Let's have a look at the next question. Again, in the next question, what I'll try to do is I'll try to make 2 questions out of it. Okay. 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 We'll try to make 2 questions. And the first question says, find the value of K. This would be question number 6. And they are saying us to find the value of K, we need to see it starts at 0, goes till 1, right? How many intervals are there? 1 interval, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. If each interval was 0.1, because 1 is divided into 10 gaps, we know that 1 upon 10 is 0.1. That means it should be, the value of K should be 0.6, because we were using 6 intervals over here. Agreed? That is 0.6. Agreed? Do we have an agreement? If not, then I'll explain again. Do we agree on 0.6? May and Andy Boy, do we agree? Okay. Moving ahead to question number 7. We can still see that there are how many gaps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 intervals. That means each interval was 0.1. Agreed? 0.1 and 0.1. They all are 0.1. Therefore, the total of this would be, this gap is 0.6. So what should be the final value of k? So what should be the final value of k? See, what we need to see is what is the starting alphabet, a starting number over here, right? The starting number was 2. Do we agree? The starting number was 2. That means 2, the value of k would be 2 plus the increase, that is the decimal number. And that means k becomes out to be 2.6 in this case. Do we agree? Yes. In question number 6, it is 0.6 because it was starting at 0 going till 1, right? But in question number 2, question number 7, it begins at 2. That means 2 plus the decimal number. That becomes 2.6. Okay? 2.6. Thank you. Okay, let's look at another question. We'll keep on doing these questions, right? Alternate now, like one original question, one with the change of starting number. Okay, let's do question number 8. So the question number 8 states that, okay, just a minute. This is question number 8. They're asking us to find the value of y. Find the value of y. And the starting position is 0. It goes till 1. And how many intervals are used? Just a single interval. That means the value of y in question number 8 comes out to be simply 0.1. Agreed? But in question number 9, if I say I change the starting number, if I say this was starting at 6 going to 7, starting at 6 and going to 7 would mean yes, thank you. Semi, that's correct. How about question number 9? We can see we need to find the value of y. Y is over here, right? We know it's only one interval, that is 0.1. So what should be the value of y? Yeah, that is question number 8. What about question number 9? What about question number 9? Question number 9 will define the starting point plus this. Because the number line is this is the number line, right? This is the number line. And in this question number 9, the number line was starting at 6. Agreed? So the number would be 6 plus the decimal number, right? No. Semi, look at this. I'll do it again. In this case, the starting value is 0, right? And that means 0 plus this. That means simply 0.1. But in the next question, question number 9, we say that our starting position is a different number. It's not a 0, it's 6 now. That means the number should be 6 plus the decimal number. Yes, May. Thank you. That means in question number 8, what we were doing was 0 plus 0.1. It stays as 0.1, right? But in question number 9, what we need to do is the starting number plus the decimal number. That means y comes out to be 6.1. Agreed? Do we agree on this, Semi? Because our starting number over here is 6. Our starting number over here was 0. So 0, if 0 plus 0.1, it does not make any difference for us, right? It does not make any difference. So we let it be 0 plus 0.1 is still yes, right? Okay, very good. Now you understand, right? Let's do another example. Let's do another question. Let's change the starting point for one of the questions, okay? Okay, I'll just pick up the question. Let's see. Find the value of h in the given interval. Let me just post the question. Okay, if this is a question that is given to us, I'll make 2 copies of this so that we can do either ways. The first question was for question number 10. It says, find the value of h on the number line. This is starting at 0, going till 1. So how many intervals are there? Let's count the intervals. 1 interval, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 intervals out of the total 10, right? So that means we already know that 1 interval means 1 upon 10 means 0.1. That means each interval is 0.1, right? 0.1, 0.1, 0.1, and 0.1. And there are 8 intervals. Okay? That means, what does this mean? 0.1 8 times will give us the answer of, this would be equal to, what would this be equal to? H, this is 0.8, right? Then we can say the answer for H should be equal to 0 plus the starting number plus the answer for the interval H, because 0, yeah, that's why we don't write 0, right? So we directly give the answer 0.8. But if we go to the next question, question number 11, right? Let's see what difference would it make. If I say this is 5, I say this is 6, and this is the value of H. Let me just separate them in a box so that we have a clear picture. Okay, this. Okay, how about this one? We can count the number of gaps. This is 1 interval, 2 interval, 3 interval, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. From this point to this point. So we can say this gap will have a length of 0.8. Agreed? Agreed? But where is it starting at? What is the starting point? May, can I have the answer? Or anybody? Semi, what we did in the previous question was, this 0 is the starting point plus the interval that was 0.8, right? That means H came out to be 0 plus 0.8 is still 0.8, right? Because we are adding a 0 to it. Yes, thank you so much, May. Perfect. So in this case, on the number line, we know this is starting at 5. So we write H is equals to 5 plus the decimal number. The decimal number was 8. That means, can we say this comes out to be 5.8? Because the starting number is 5, right? Whatever the starting number is, we add the decimal number to that number. Any confusions up till now? Is this clear? Is there any question? If there is, please let me know, because I will do more examples like this. Okay, don't worry, we'll do this till we don't understand, right? If it's till it's clear to us. Okay, just a moment, I'll try to find a better. Okay, let's see, let's just copy this, copy and paste. Okay, this is the question given. I would just change the position of C. I would want to change the position of C. Okay, over here. And this was a question that was given to us. And this is the second part. Okay, so question number 12 states that find the value of C, write your answer as a decimal number. Find the value of C. The starting point was 0 and ending is 1. That means the number 1 has been divided into 10 segments, right? So can I say that 1, 2, and 3? Yusuf, don't do that, please. Let's focus. 0.1, 0.1, 0. I need to read the chat so that I understand. If someone has a problem, I need to explain it to them, right? Thank you for understanding. So it begins at 0, it goes till 1. That means the value, no may, 3 gaps. 3 gaps are there. If we have 3 intervals, it would be may. If we have 3 intervals, it should be 0.3, right? Right? Joseph, what about the next one? Can you answer this for me? Question number 13. Yes, thank you, May. I think it was just a typing error, right? Okay, this is the value of C. The starting point is 2 and the ending point is 3. Okay, yeah, very good. Eddie boy, what about question number 13? Can I? Yes, very good. That is 0.3. What about 13? Question number 13. See, the gaps are still. No, not 1.3. Look at the starting number. Is it 1? See, this was 3 gaps, right? 0.1, 0.1, and 0.1. That means this gap was 0.3. Agreed? From starting number to point C. And how do we find the value of C? We take the starting number, that was 2, plus the gap, that was 0.3. That means C in this case comes out to be 2.3. Thank you so much. Thank you, May. Thank you, everybody. Okay. So we always keep in our mind, where is this starting at? Similarly, this would have been written as C is equals to 0 plus 0.3. Because it was a 0, we don't consider the 0, right? So we don't need to consider the 0. That's why we usually don't write that. We directly write 0.3. in question number 12. But in question number 13, we would need to consider. Okay. Moving ahead to the next question. Let's see. Okay. We are given find the value of k. Let's see if we would try to make two questions out of it. Paste. Okay. And we would say this would be question number 14. And we need to find the value of k in this case. Where is k? K is over here. The starting number is 1. The ending is at 0 and 1, right? It begins at 0, it ends at 1. So let's simply count the number of intervals. 1 interval, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. That means if each of them was 0.1, agreed? That means it comes out to be 0.7 intervals. That means it comes out to be 0.7. And the answer for k would be the starting number plus the interval. That means 0.7 is the value of k. Okay. 7. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? There are 7 intervals. Thank you. Thank you, Semi and May. Okay, let's have a look at another. But in the next question, I would try to change the starting position, right? Let's say my starting position over here was 3 and it was going till 4. How about question number 15? Can you help me out with the answer? Similar question, only I changed the starting and the ending points. Yeah, I understand, Semi. It's okay. It's a typing error. No problem. I also understand when you are giving the answers, when your responses are there, I also have an idea that who understands and who does not. Okay. So don't worry about it. Oh, sorry. So what about this? The question number 15. What would be question number 15? See, we know that we can count the intervals, 1 interval, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. That means this gap is 0.7. Finding the answer would mean, yes, thank you, May. That means the starting position plus the decimal number. And the value of k comes out to be 3.7. Okay. Very good. Yes, Adipoy, thank you. So now we know that we just have to keep in our mind where is the starting position. Okay, I would want you people to do this and give me the answer. For the next question, I will not give the answer. I'll wait for you people, okay? This is the first. Sorry. The second. Question number 16. Find the value of S. S is over here. It's 0, 2, 1. Okay, for the next question over here, it is so can I have the answer for question number 16 and question 17? Yes, thank you, Aiken. Okay, let me count also. 1 gap, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, thank you, Semi. Perfect. The answer for S comes out to be, this gap is 0.6. That means 0 plus 0.6. That is simply 0.6. Very good. What about the next one? If we had to find the value of S, sorry, S was here. This was S. The value of S in this question would be, yes, thank you, Aniba. We are just writing 0 plus 0.6 so that we remember that. But when you're giving your answer and it starts at 0, you don't have to worry about it, right? But it's better to give the condition. Thank you, Adiboy. Thank you, Semi, and thank you, May. 0.6 and 8.6. What you did was, you saw this was starting at 8, you counted the boxes, intervals 3, 4, 5, and 6. You said this is 0.6, and finally this is 8.6, right? So now for us, reading any number line should not be a problem. If we know the rule, wherever it starts from, we simply take that number, right? We start from the same number. Agreed? Let's do one more question, then let's go to the test, okay? DS. 1 minute. Okay, let's do this. Let's change the position of M first. I'll change the position, please wait. Question number 17, 18. After this, we'll do the test. Let me just change the position of M. If I would put M over here and this. So can I have the values for question number 18 first? If this is question number 18 and we need to find the value of M, this is M. So can I have the answer? I'm waiting for a response. Question number 18 would give us an answer that is, how many gaps? Yes, very nice, Semi. What we did was we counted the gaps. How can it be 2.6? Count again, Semi. 0.5 is perfectly fine. See, we count the boxes. This starts at 0, goes till 1. 1 interval, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You say this 5 intervals, 0.5. We say the value of M is starting value plus 0.5, that is 0.5. Yes, typing error. Okay. And this was, starting point was 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 0.5. 2 plus 0.5, that is 2.5. Thank you so much for giving the answer. Okay. Yeah, that is correct, May. May, typing error. See, sometimes what we do is we become overconfident, right? We think it's very easy. So we might make human errors over there. Please be, in mathematics, you have to be very careful with the numbers. A small number makes a lot of difference. May confirm the second answer, 2.6 you wrote. You gave the first to be 0.5 and the second one is 2.6. Is that possible? Is 2.6 possible? Can we recheck? Yes, it's 2.5, right? Understand it's a typing error, but once you're giving the final answer, please recon. Once you type it, please confirm. Like in your written exam, once you're writing it, please recheck, right? Because we, even after knowing a topic, we don't want to lose some marks over there, right? We want to gain because we worked hard for it, you know the topic, then get the complete marks for it, right? Thank you so much. Now let's do some questions from the test. Let's see what we have in the test. Okay, I just need to go back. I've been logged out. 10.5. Just a minute. Decimals chapter 10. Decimal lines. I am in the test now again. Just a minute, please. It's loading. Okay, I have on the screen. It says find the value of k as a decimal number. Just a minute. This is question number 1 from the test. Can I have the answer? Is it option A or option B? We started off with the test over here. Can I have the answer? Just a few more minutes. We are doing questions from the test, right? I will explain these two. If you joined late, don't worry. I'll explain the questions also. See, we look at the starting number that was 0. It goes till 1, and we need to find the value of k, right? Let's count the intervals. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 7 intervals. Yes, thank you. 0.7. From here till here, there were 7 intervals. Thank you. For the next question, I will change something in that. Just wait, don't solve. When I'll copy the question, wait for it. Okay. For question number 2, let's change something over here. And let's say this was 3, this was 4, this is 3.6, and 3.6 and 3.5. So which option? Option A or option B? Find the value of h. I changed the starting starting number, right? So we need to keep that in our mind. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 intervals. Therefore, the option would be the answer should be. What should be the answer? Yes, thank you. The answer is option A, because we do 3, the starting number, plus 0.6, that is 3.6. Thank you for giving the answer. It's correct. Option number A. Let's go to. Oh, you will have a little different question, because the question over there in the test does not have a 3, right? It has a 0. So, I just changed it a bit. Okay, for the next question, this time I will give you the new options, okay? Sorry. Okay, let's see. I'll remove these options. I'll add my own options to the question. Question number 3, 6, 7, and the value of A. Okay. Option number A is 0.3. Option number B is 6.4. Option number C is 7.3. And option number D is 6.3. Okay, I just made it a little difficult. What should be the answer? A, B, C, or D? Yes, right. We count the number of intervals. There were 3 intervals. Right? And what was the starting position? The starting position was 6. So we can say the value of A is 6 plus the decimal number, right? Yes, thank you for the answer. Thank you, May. That would be 6.3. And we can find 6.3 at option number D. Thank you, Aiken. Thank you, Semi. Okay. So this is how we read a number line. Focus on the starting number and add the positions, right? So please try to complete the remaining test. Very less questions, just like you just need to count and click, right? Please complete the test so that you may have more practice. And thank you so much for being there. Have a nice day. Best of luck. Take care. Bye.